welcome to my inability to sleep stream with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing today? Yeah, I use that I word because the other I word is taken. You know, the other I word that means inability to sleep. Hey, Lucifer Almighty, how you doing? Hey, Mercury, how you doing? How you both doing? Hey, Deviant, how you doing? Yeah, well, that's the whole idea of this stream. We're gonna bake a little bit. We're gonna watch some. Revelation News because he's a dumbass and I could use a laugh. You're muted.
We can't have enrichment. We want just the opposite. And so far, they're not there. I hate to say that.
Well, say something. Do a trick. What is he doing? Oh my fucking God. Did you really, Lucifer? I hope you had a good night. Hey, Andrea. All right. Are you going to say something?
I didn't have the desktop audio on. How you doing, everybody? Why don't I start this the correct way?
Now he's going to have a long-ass fucking introduction for this shitty fucking video. For at least a minute. Let's get past this shit.
A little bit? Okay.
Now the radio guy's got his sound set all funky. Sounds like shit. I know you think you sound great. You sound terrible. And you're going to blow your shit up. You know, you're pathetic. At least he hasn't got them stupid ears on.
I think we should listen to what our president says, don't you, folks? Let's see. Oh, this guy's...
Gaza right now is in the midst of a massive negotiation between us and Hamas and Israel, and Iran actually is involved. And we'll see what's going to happen with Gaza. We want to get the hostages back. That's all I can tell you. Yeah, please, in the back.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, Lucifer. I mean, I remember when I used to work corporate, that would piss me off to no fucking end. I wouldn't care what kind of tip they left me. You know, I want to go home. At a certain point, I want to go home. And it's just like, dude, go find a bar. Go home. Go find a place to go. These people want to go home too. I hate inconsiderate fucks. I do. I hate inconsiderate people.
Back to California briefly. You said yesterday when I reported that it was not insurrection taking place, but then on True Social a bit later, you had said they were insurrectionists. After what you've seen...
You're talking about in L.A.?
Yes, sir, in L.A.
I wouldn't call it quite an insurrection, but it could have led to an insurrection. I mean, that was a lot of harm that was going on last night. I watched it very closely. And it was amazing that the job that the National Guard did.
Wow.
And by the way, the police were working very hard also. But, you know, the police are given instructions to be politically correct. I said, no, you don't have to be politically correct. You have to do the job.
And on Elon Musk, do you plan to speak to him on the phone anytime soon? I know some...
Which one?
On Elon Musk, do you plan to speak to him on the phone anytime soon?
I haven't really thought about it, actually. I would imagine he wants to speak to me. I would think that. If I were him, I'd want to speak to me, and maybe he was already called. You'd have to ask him whether or not he's already called. But I'd have no problem with it.
If he calls you, you pick up and speak to him.
Well, I don't want to say that, but, but I would imagine he'd want to talk to me.
Mr. President.
Well, I mean, of course he would want to talk to you, Don. Why wouldn't he want to talk to you? Aren't you the wonderful, beautiful American Hitler?
Oh, shut up.
I'm thinking Elon is done with you.
Oh my God, Lucifer. No shit.
See, Elon Musk
Oh, I hate that. Oh my God, I hate that. Ordering it right at fucking close. Right when you got all your shit cleaned up. As far as I'm concerned, you get what you get when you do that. And when I was working in the kitchen, you got what you got whenever you did that. You did. You just got what you got. It ain't gonna be pretty neither. Ordering something 2 minutes before we close. That's off the charts fucking hateful. Off the charts fucking hateful.
is a double-sided coin, man. He can be your best friend or he can be something else.
I don't know, Lucifer.
Is there ego there? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Musk's got ego. Who doesn't, though? He's a fucking billionaire. You're gonna have some ego if you're a billionaire. I think he wants to talk to me. Sure, why wouldn't he want to talk to me? Right? I'm the fucking United States president.
Oh, yeah. You know, there's lots of people that would do dirt, that do this sort of thing, and that's dirty. You know, if you've worked in retail or you've worked in food service more than 5 seconds, you already know the deal. You don't go into a place a half hour before they close. You know, they're trying to get their shit together. I know technically they're open, but, for, goodness sake, don't go in there and disturb them people while they're trying to close. Don't go when you go into a store, don't mess up their fucking work whenever they try to get everything ready for the next day. When I've worked at different stores, I have folded things really neatly and made them really pretty. And I'd see a lady come by very next second, looking for her size. Yeah, I'd give her the side eye. And you know what? I can get my size out of that pile without disturbing the pile. Anybody can. Shit.
Of course Elon wants to talk to me. Of course he does. What? You think he doesn't want to talk to me? Well, that would be unacceptable. Look at Don's face here. His reptilian skin mask, or excuse me, the fake human skin mask, I think, is really starting to fall off. There's quite a few people that seems like they're drooping. Their visage is drooping. What's your deal, Don? I think he wants to be the man of sin. I think Trump wants to bring in that Mideast peace, and he wants to be that man. He wants to be the man. Are you man enough to do it, Don? To make Mideast peace? You gonna...
On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being a complete loon, 1 being as sane as anybody on the street, low bars, how sane is this man? I put him at about a 12.
Gonna do the big deal. The biggest deal.
Hey, just a person trying to human.
What's that? It's taking Gaza and the West Bank and putting Floridians there. Florida Jews. Did you know that they were preemptively selling the land that they were bombing? Did you know that? They were selling the land in Gaza that they were bombing to Florida Jewish people. There's an image of Putin and Trump laying on an Israeli beach in Gaza, and everything is labeled Trump. Come to the Trump Gaza Hotel. It's the best hotel in Israel. The best hotel in Israel. Trump Gaza. Yeah, you're a real man, Don.
Well, you look a little better without all that fucking crap all over your face. But you still look like shit. Wow. Meth heads. Meth. Not even once.
Only real men utilize American bombs to blow up brown babies. It's just the truth. Death Incorporated.
Anything to get them clicks and views, huh, buddy? Anything for them clicks and views. Not me. Trust me. I'm not like that.
Is what your tax-paying money should go for, right? We gotta have a new war. Are you kidding? The military-industrial complex needs its money. I mean, come on. Elon definitely wants to talk to me. Why? Because I'm the fucking president. He's gonna say fuck more, probably.
Nobody wants war. Only a crazy person wants a war. And you're so stupid.
I'm the fucking president. Of course Elon wants to talk to me. Elon don't care no more. Because you revealed yourself to be a fucking idiot, Don. You did. You know when you revealed your brain's gone and you're not thinking straight? When the tariffs started damaging the economy and you still fought about it. No, these tariffs are gonna
Hey,
work.
Chaparita. Good to see you.
We have 80 billion in new revenue. Nobody's telling you the new
Hey,
revenue. we got.
Locale. How you
we
doing,
looked at
bud?
the books and we got 80 billion new income. Let it go siphon right into the richest pockets, the richest of the
Long
richest
time no
pockets
see,
in
babe.
the country. Meanwhile, we have the great big beautiful bill. Do you need SNAP? Do you have kids that need to eat by the government? Fuck you. You're not going to get that money no more.
Frauds like you are going to lose their benefits. You're going to have to go out and get a jobby job and stand on your own 2 feet. How's that? No more swell fare for you.
You on Medicaid? Can't afford normal insurance? You work 3 jobs, but you can't afford any insurance? Relatable.
Bull.
Fuck you. You don't get your Medicaid. Eat shit, American. Because we live in Ayn Rand's America. You pick yourself up by the bootstraps. You pick yourself up by the bootstraps and you fucking do it. Because that's American. If you need help, you're a communist. Leave the country.
Well, I picked myself up by my bootstraps. And I did it. I went from being completely useless to actually being worth something and contributing something. So, yeah, it can be done. Except by you and Channy, because you two are completely and totally, utterly worthless. I've never seen 2 more worthless people in my entire life. The only thing you're good for, Rev, is wiping asses.
Yeah, please.
We're supposed to get a counter proposal from Iran today. Have you gotten that proposal? And what is the main impediment?
We have a meeting with Iran on
We
Thursday,
have,
so we're going to wait till
Locale.
Thursday.
And what's
for
the
that
main
proposal.
impediment to getting a deal?
Well, they're just asking for things that you can't do. They don't want to give up what they have to give up. You know what that is. They seek.
Yeah, as soon as this is over, we're going to check in with Nats and the Pizza and a few of the other John and Vaughn resources and check in on our favorite couple.
Enrichment. We can't have enrichment. We want just.
Motherfucker. I felt bad the other day because I had to get up and get drinks and tell my husband something and was gone for a little bit. You just get up for no fucking reason and leave the fucking thing play. Still using fine china for ashtrays, I see. My mom had a set like that. Y'all just don't know the value of anything. Y'all don't know the value of anything. Y'all don't appreciate a motherfucking thing. Not a motherfucking thing.
It's the opposite. And so far, they're not there. I hate to say that because the alternative is a very, very dire one, but they're not there. They have given us their thoughts on the deal, and I said, it's just not acceptable.
This was the main topic for Prime Minister Netanyahu today when you spoke?
I would say, yeah. I don't know what else I can talk about the weather.
Well, you can talk about Lebanon.
Pretty much that's the main topic. Yeah.
Mr. President.
We talked about Lebanon also. Yeah, we did.
What about Lebanon?
Well, Lebanon's working very hard. They have a great new ambassador.
I would give anything if he'd grab that cup that he puts his cigarettes out in and drinks from it. I would pay real money to see that.
Well, absolutely. Let's absolutely talk about the weather. Let's have a discussion about the weather in Gaza and the West Bank. Let's talk about that weather. It's cloudy with likely missiles. Let's say light rain with 100% guarantee of genocide. Right?
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I think that's
Chaparita.
accurate.
Chaparita just super chatted $2. And this is what she said. She said, you deserve more than $2. Thank you so much. Thank you for thinking of me. I sure appreciate it. You're awesome sauce. For real. You didn't have to even do that. You were thoughtful. And that's all that counts. And that's more than generous. Thank you, Chaparita. Rev, shut up.
Do you like a little genocide with your summer weather over there in Eretz Yisrael?
Every time they talk about this stuff, it makes me intensely uncomfortable. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't know much about it. Because to be perfectly blunt, it doesn't affect me. I've got enough on my plate. I had to explain to my son what boundaries were. And setting boundaries. That's more important than anything that you're discussing here. You know what? You wouldn't have time for all this shit if you had a fucking job. I have a job, and you know what? I feel better about myself. Yeah, it was hard on me at first. Still is. I'm pushing 60. Of course it's going to be hard on me. It's kind of a rough job. When I got a 35-year-old girl telling me what a rough job it is, and I'm kind of like, but you're younger than me. Yeah, it's a rough job. personally don't see what's so rough about it. You just got to move fast. I mean, it's not anything where you got to get in a hurry, but you just got to keep moving. You can't stop. Kind of like being a shark.
Does Jerusalem love genocide with their rainy day?
Hey, Paul.
You better, because Bibi Netanyahu is serving up genocide 24/7 all day, every day.
That I put there, man, I know very well. He's very smart. I didn't even know he was Lebanese. And I said, why would you want Lebanon? He said, I was born there. I love it. I love the people. I said, you know, it's very dangerous going to Lebanon. There are some ambassadorships that are wonderful. There are some that are dangerous. I said, Michelle, his name is. It's a he, Michelle.
You know what? I appreciate that. I've needed to hear that. Because, you know, I've been kind of getting into my own head here lately. You know how it is. That old chestnut where you get into your own head.
Very elegant man. And I said, why would you want this? And he said, because I love my country and I love those people. I said, it's very dangerous. He goes, I don't care. This is not a man that lived on danger. He's a very successful man from here. And he wanted to be the ambassador despite probably a very dangerous situation he's going into. You see what's going on. But I had great respect for that. He loves that country. He loves it. He was born there. He loves the country. Yeah.
Mr. President, you've got a big, beautiful parade coming up on Saturday.
We do.
What's your biggest expectations for that? Then I've got a second question in regards to Gavin Newsom. Go ahead and talk about.
Let's see, was this before his parade? I don't know. Are they doing another parade for Mein Führer? Got a DoorDash.
If he was like Hitler, you'd have done been executed, you idiot. You and lard ass. They'd have dug a big ass fucking hole and done away with you both. Because this shit wouldn't fly.
Where we're going. There's so much going on. It's hard to know what to talk about. We got some Putin live. Now these are not live, they're looped.
I did not come up with anything. In the propaganda sense, you can say anything about the legitimacy of the current authorities. But it is important for us, when solving serious issues, not the propaganda component, but the legal one. And how is it legal? According to the Constitution of Ukraine, the President of Ukraine is elected for 5 years. There is no way to extend the powers, even in a military situation. Read carefully. In a military situation, only the parliament of the Rada can extend the powers. It is written there that elections are not held in a military situation. This is true, but nowhere does it say that the president's powers are extended. No, that's all. According to the Constitution of Ukraine, it is not a parliamentary and not a presidential republic, but a presidential parliamentary republic. What does this mean? It means that all the authorities are formed by the president, including the democratic society. This is how the state can be arranged. Everyone is appointed president.
This is all fucking Greek to me. This is all Greek to me. I'm not going to pretend to understand any of what's going on. And I know he's explaining it, but I would need it dumbed down a little. Because I'm kind of ignorant. And ignorant doesn't mean stupid. Ignorant means that I just don't know a lot about this.
And all military leaders are appointed president. All ministers are appointed president. And all governors are appointed president. There is no election, but if the first person is illegitimate, the entire system of power
I mean, I don't know the Ukrainian government, so I'm not going to comment on that. But I mean, Putin. Are you going to trust Putin about pretty much anything? I know Putin's popular with quite a few people because they think he's, tough. Again, another tough guy.
He is a tough guy.
Okay.
Putin is a tough guy. He's a man's man. He is. He is a man's man. If there was an alpha male, he would be it. Look at him. He just oozes health and masculinity. That's the kind of man that I like. A masculine man with some balls. But not this toxic fucker.
The fact is that all these guys
Hey,
have a
Blue.
very big motivation to want war. They just do, because they're going to make money out of it.
Really?
Putin's been around since what, 99? 90, no, Clinton was in office. 96? This guy's been around for a long time, and he's definitely jerking off, getting his jollies off on the fact that he's blowing people up in fucking Ukraine. Now, I am not for aiding Ukraine in that war at all. I am anti that. We need to fix up our own fucking country. Why do we have to go and fight a war that has nothing to do with us? We have to fight Russian hegemony. You're fucking dumb. You're not Ukrainian, and I don't care if you're a Ukrainian American. It's not your war. You live in America. If Zelensky can't defend his people with his own weapons, then guess what? Putin wins by default. And it's Russia's territory then. It's not our fight. And Putin has very good historical shit to say, look, that's ours. It's not our choice to make. He's going to start new wars. He's going to go in.
You know what, Rev? Him taking Ukraine may not seem like a big thing to you, but it is. Can't let him just run roughshod over another little country just because he wants the territory. Or for whatever reason. That isn't right. Yeah, it isn't our fight. But I can understand the reasoning.
It's just like Hitler taking Poland. It's the same thing. We have to stop him now. No, we don't. I guess Vlad has a soft spot for Ukraine, and that's his business. We are not the global police.
Lugansk, but about 2 other regions of the Russian Federation, and Crimea, of course. Yes, let's discuss this. By the way, when we negotiated in Istanbul, thank you very much, President Erdogan, in 2022, but it seems strange, but we agreed on everything with them, do you understand? Here is the draft agreement that was prepared. There were issues of demilitarization, as well as issues of territory. We found such terms that suited both us and Ukraine.
And you know what? Rev knows even less than I do, and I don't know anything. And he's gonna give his 2 cents worth through this whole shit. I have no understanding of what's going on. All I know is someone's picking a fight. That's all I know.
No, then those who now want to increase defense spending in Europe and overseas came and said, no, we need to defeat Russia on the battlefield. We threw everything we agreed on into the trash, and that's it, and began to achieve this wonderful goal. And now, the situation has changed. And you say, no, let's negotiate. Let's do it. Let's open these packages and negotiate. But we cannot sit there day and night for a year. Therefore, we are ready.
And Tweaky McTwickerton down there in the corner, he can't sit still to save his fucking soul. You know, people accuse me of my video looking like it's frozen. You know, because I sit so fucking still. Nah. Why do I gotta move around all the time? You know, and I shift around in my chair all the time because I can't get comfortable. And I'm focusing on video, trying to make sure I know what's going on, or trying to formulate a joke in my head.
These negotiations continue. Now, on the humanitarian track in general, the situation is such that these negotiations make sense.
Yeah, we're going over that as soon as this is over.
On the humanitarian track in general, the situation is such that these negotiations make sense. We have already agreed to exchange prisoners for 1-200, and we are returning people. This is good. We have already given 500 people and received 400 back. I think everything will be fair here. We will get everyone we have to get. Unfortunately, it is sad, and it is difficult to talk about it. We gave 6,000 bodies, more than 6,000. In return, we received, in my opinion, 57. And we have already given 6,000 bodies of Ukrainian servicemen, 660, I think. We are ready to give another 3,000 now. I repeat, these are sad and tragic figures. Nevertheless, this is a matter of humanitarian nature. Thank you very much for the platform and President Erdogan.
Why hang on to the remains? I'll just turn those over. Personally. That's just me.
Thank you. But we are ready to negotiate substantively on the principles and regulations, but the Ukrainian side should also be ready for this. Its Western sponsors and so-called allies did not push for the fight against the last Ukrainian, but pointed to the realities of today and pushed for agreements, not for the continuation of hostilities. That is all. We are in contact. Our negotiating group is in contact with each other. I just asked Medensky. He said he had just spoken to his counterpart from Kiev today. In principle, they agreed to meet after the 22nd of July. But I must say, right away, that both Mr. Fieden and President Erdogan are doing a lot to achieve this settlement.
You're muted.
That's wild that Zachariah Sitchin is right next to Putin. Check it out. Look at this. Hey. Wow. You can't move that? No, you can't.
However, as Mr. Trump, the President of the United States, should say, he is also, in my opinion, sincerely striving for settlement. Of course, we will rely on...
That's quite an interesting detail. We have a confirmation from Putin that the man of sin, the man of peace and safety, Trump, wants peace and safety. Oh, but what does the Bible say? That after peace and safety, when they say it, sudden destruction comes. Trump's a joker. Do you see how he didn't say a word and just bombed Iran? I thought that Donald Trump hated John McCain. And John McCain was the one that was doing that disgusting little fucking number up on the stage. Bomb, 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 Iran. You remember that? To the tune of Barbara Ann. Bomb, 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 Iran. And he creepily laughed. Like rest in hell, John McCain. I don't care if he's a warmonger. See you, folks.
Oh, fuck off. Never in my life have I been so happy for a video to be over. Okay. Let's see, next in the pizza. Saturday Night with the Vaughn.
Oh, there he is now. Here he comes. Vaughn bought a, I don't know, some bandana thing. He looks like $2 shots. I'm messing with it. He's cold. He had to get his jacket on. Oh, yeah.
Oh God, you have no idea.
All right. You look like Billy Badass, man. You look like you're gonna rough someone up, man.
Yeah, I got me
Bumblebee. Bumblebee.
got me flames. Got the flames going there. I saw that with flames on, and I said, "Well, I got to pick that up."
And then when the trolls get what's coming, they're gonna be in the flames. You know what I mean?
That's right.
You got something right on your middle of your nose there, Vaughn. What is that?
It ain't doo-doo in your hood.
You're missing it. It's on the other side. No, it's in the middle of your nose. There you go. You got it.
Got it?
You got it.
I am in
kind of
that.
sort of Kama Sutra. Vaughn, I think you have lived more in a few days that you have been with John.
Nats and the pizza. Okay. Is this it?
Sorry.
Behind.
Only good things.
I got a whopping $4 out of the lottery again, a second time. So I played again because nobody hit it. So it's now 203.
You play it for me too?
No, I played it for me.
Fuck.
My hair does grow fast. They're not mine. My hair does grow fast.
I've been using some.
Brill cream, a little damn
I've been
bit.
using some castor oil, and it's been looking good in my hair. Yeah, there you go. You look like a mutton head.
Yeah.
You do take a shit a lot, Vaughn. You shit
I
every
don't,
5
yeah, but I
minutes.
don't have irritable bowel syndrome.
Anyways, yeah, that's the plan is that, obviously if we win the lottery, we're out of here. It's very expensive to live here. I don't know. I honestly don't know how John's doing it. I really don't. Because, like I said, when I lived in New York years ago, I was making $9 an hour as a DJ. I was drawing in big crowds, making lots of money. And I couldn't make it. I could not make it. And I didn't have no big fancy apartment. I had a little tiny one-room fucking efficiency and a toilet. And and I couldn't make it. And so I just don't. Of course, now, granted, New York is more expensive than New Jersey too. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
What makes you think you're going to be able to live there? Are you? Oh, for God's sake. You are so giving me a headache in my eye. You could have got a job. You could have paid your taxes. You didn't do any of that. Now you're in this fix. Tell me, were those 2 hookers overseas worth it? Were all them stupid lottery tickets worth it? You're stupid.
But I couldn't make it in New York, man. I had to come back home. It's like, that's fucked up. It's too expensive.
Brett, could you put if I gave Vaughn like $200 in gas and I'll ship his ass to Missouri, you take him in?
Well, Vaughn, would you want to?
I don't know.
I don't know. Vaughn's hard to deal with. I've been dealing with Vaughn for 2 weeks and I already want to pull my hair out.
But in Missouri, we can start fresh and get yeah, we could.
And it's cheap down here.
And it's cheap in Missouri. You wouldn't be spending no $20 goddamn on a fucking burger, okay? I'm pretty sure. Am I correct, Brett? It ain't gonna cost no $20 for a goddamn burger at a fucking restaurant.
$1 for a McDonald's burger.
Yeah, there you go. See, so you got to look at that.
But you, obviously, you guys are trying to work out plans and anything. But is there any stable plans?
Nothing yet. He's talking to some people about trying to get us a place, but it's hard to get a place. It really is.
You don't have to answer because we're live on a broadcast. But is there any kind of income coming in?
He makes good money. But I don't have anything yet. Hopefully I will, but I don't have anything yet.
No kind of assistance or anything?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, and apparently
Here's the thing. And go.
it doesn't matter what state it is. But when you move into a new state, now I don't remember it being like this back when I was touring America. But apparently in 2025, when you come into a new state, you can't do shit for 30 days. You got to wait 30 days before you can literally do anything. Before you can get a place to live, before you can get assistance, before you can get anything, even a job. You got to wait 30 days. Now, why that is, don't fucking know, don't fucking care. But apparently that's every state, not just Jersey. That's everybody.
Not get
And so so I got me a bank account and logged the date when we made the account, and then
bullshit. Bullshit. You're so full of shit. Motherfucker. You can get a job. And you can get a place to live. You are so lying. You're lying through your fucking gums.
that way, I'll use the bank account then to prove that I've been here for 30 days. And
what I'm talking about is, do you get any kind of assistance, Vaughn, government-wise, or
you have to wait 30 days. You have to wait 30 days.
Yeah, so you ought to get anything. You got to be You got to be considered a New Jersey resident. He's not considered a New Jersey resident until 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then they could put him on a list for men's house. What did the lady say? Men's housing.
Men's
quarters or whatever the fuck she said. Some sort of terminology.
Mm-hmm.
Family housing is booked. She said family housing is 100%.
Yeah, that's booked.
So there's either men's or women's, and you put you on the men's list.
Right.
And then you could transfer your food, start getting food stamps.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
But yeah, everything's contingent on the 30 days.
I put some feelers out. I got 3 people I asked, hey, anybody with a room open, let me know firsthand. I got a buddy that needs to be put up, and I think I got one lady who says she's got a room coming. So I think we got a room coming maybe in a few weeks. Let's see.
Well, I hope so.
I hope so.
That would be nice.
I know you can't do it. I can do it. I've been in the car before, Brad. Last year I lived in the car for a few months. It sucks, but it's the only way to save good money. I could say every paycheck, I'm literally saving it away. Every paycheck.
He is trying like hell to get rid of Helton. Oh my God. I'd be ready to punt that little son of a bitch across the fucking county.
I'm saving away, and I want to buy a house.
Well, just realize, guys, that if things get fucking stupid up that way, that I'll do what I can and everything on my end if it comes down to it. I obviously want you to be able to get whatever you can get and whatever makes you happy. But it is true. Vaughn is right. It's a lot fucking cheaper. Real estate.
It's a lot cheaper.
I'll tell you what. If I can't get Vaughn going here, maybe I'll pack him up and ship him out to Missouri. All right. I think I'll keep fighting. I'll keep seeing what I could do, but all Vaughn needs is some fucking rinky-dinky room for a computer table.
I need a place to put
and a
my
bed.
computer.
That's all you need: a computer table and a bed, right?
Yep.
A cot.
Well, unfortunately, we do got some rooms in my place, but my daughter's obviously in one of them and stuff, and then there's me and the wife and all that, and then we've got our kitchen living room area. There's not like I don't know how we would set you up like that. But as far as getting you out of the fucking weather, having some air conditioning, throw a couple burgers.
So where would you put Vaughn then? I mean, all he needs is a little space.
It'd probably be a fucking couch type of deal.
Yeah.
It's just.
Plop his ass on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Why not?
Well, I'm not saying it's fucking a pleasure cruise down here, but
Right.
just to get you out of the fucking
Oh, yeah,
car.
okay.
You know?
Wow. I think the apocalypse is going to start to happen. The unholy trinity has arrived. Brett Keane, J-Dubs, and Helton. We are in trouble.
Now, do you have room for his computer? You set up a computer?
Well, it would be right out in the, unfortunately, out in the open of like a living room type of area.
I don't care.
I mean, you don't have nothing like a basement or a garage.
No, we were just thinking efficiency whenever we got our place and shit.
Oh,
we
I got
just
you.
needed enough for my
Just
daughter
enough
to
for
have
the
a
family,
room,
right.
me and my wife, that kind of thing. I
Right.
didn't realize my buddies were going to end up out in the car in New Jersey and shit. If I'd have known that, I'd have opened up another room. Shit.
Well, I actually had a nice apartment.
And he gave it up.
I gave it up because I met this girl and she's expensive. She costs she's high maintenance, you know.
So now, Brett, an apartment here, a
No.
decent apartment, not a one room efficiency, a decent apartment here in Jersey is going to cost you anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 a month.
That he's
Right.
exaggerating.
No, I'm not exaggerating.
It's 15 to 2,200.
That's for one room efficiency.
A one room, two bedroom.
Okay,
That's
so
for a
you
two
ready
bedroom.
to hear what an apartment here is, a 2-bedroom?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, you're talking about $1,500 down. That's a deposit, first month, third month. Every month afterwards, you got $450. $450, you could have an apartment.
Right. See, that's the difference.
But you're talking about Missouri, which is like, you know, St. Louis is the murder capital of the United States.
You know, why don't they go to Reverend Shanny's place? That would be fucking epic, man. That would be fucking epic. For all four of them, J-Dubs, Von Helton, Shanny, and Rev, all to be in the same damn house. That would be fucking epic. And Brett Keane.
Yeah, but I ain't talking about you guys going to fucking St.
Yeah,
Louis.
he's out in the boonies. He's talking about living out in the boonies.
So let's save up. So you know what, Vaughn? Let me save up. Listen, let me save up money for a few months. If I got a few $1,000s in my bank account, we can go to Missouri and put a down payment on a house where Brett is.
Yeah.
And it will be like peanuts for the rent. So that's what I'm talking about. This is what I want to do. I want to be able to save some money and be able to put a down payment on a house somewhere. Maybe not New Jersey, maybe not New York, maybe not even Pennsylvania.
But if some fucking asshole around here says, "Hey, I got an extra room," right? I drop your ass in there. I drop your ass in there. What's the matter?
Ass in there, yeah.
You know?
All
right.
My ET friends are going to get a little pissed though, because now we got to move again.
Move again where?
To Missouri.
Oh, you really want to go there, Brett?
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, if you get you a fucking nice place for $50,000, you know, picks it up a little bit. have a nice place to live. You know, I mean, why not?
You have to promise me, Bravon, you got to give me time to save up money.
Well,
unless you fucking win the lotto.
Well, if I win the lottery, obviously everything changes then.
Everything changes then, for sure.
Look, man, what the fuck, dude?
I want to get nice and fucking snug with your car.
Right, but if you get too snug, I won't be able to get my damn doors open.
I don't care about getting the damn doors open. I'm care about the fucking streetwalkers coming through the cars.
Oh, I get you.
Y'all are funny. Y'all are really funny. I love you guys. Okay, next we're gonna watch what we were gonna watch, but first I'm gonna share Nats and the Pizza's link. Nats and the Pizza has all things Von Helton. Sure enough, has everything we need. Boiled down to the good parts. Like, share, and subscribe.
On this before.
You may be right on that.
That, you know what? If that sentence would made sense, I could agree with you. But I guess English is not your first language.
No, but I get what he's saying.
I get what he's saying.
What he's saying
is you live more with me in the past few days than you did your entire life.
Yeah, but,
quite
right.
possible.
Yeah. It's still uncanny to see Vaughn without the signature beard. What signature?
Yeah, we
beard?
had to shave him down.
Yeah, they shaved me down.
I took him out back and hosed him down on a fire hose. The guy's like. I took him to the fire department. I was like, can you just tie him to a tree and hose him down with the fire hose?
Guys like, you want to get rid of everything? I said, yeah, get rid of everything. So he did.
He says, what do you want? I turned to him. I said, give him a one.
Yeah.
And then the guys, the Arab that was doing it, his eyes open wide. He says, a one. I was like, and then Vaughn says, yeah, just shove it all up.
Get it all. Shave it all.
Ooh, damn, look at that. Look at that, Vaughn.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
man. Oh my goodness. That is nice. Anyway.
Oof.
Yeah.
I should go talk to
No,
her.
you shouldn't go talk.
No, what do you mean?
No, you shouldn't go talk to her. But you're going to tell her, hey, I know this old man that wants you.
You know what? I would not want to be anywhere near that little troll thing. The smell would be enough to put me off. He looks like he's done walked with the ugly stick a few times. Just beat down with it, man. I said stay down. Well, you're getting up some more, huh? And now, can you get beat some more with that ugly stick?
No. Oh, man.
You need to go tell her
man.
that you know this old man that wants her.
Oh, man.
You know this old man.
She was nice.
Yeah, she was nice, wasn't she?
Damn.
John, thank you for, what did you say? Thank you for giving Vaughn a new shirt. Oh, yeah, I bought that for, did I buy that for you or did you buy it?
I bought
He's
my own
cock-blocking you, John.
my own.
You can take your seatbelt off and relax if you want. Pull your seat back and take it easy.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that works. Oh my God.
You want me to, maybe we can.
There we go. Oh my God, look at that. I'm alive.
Is there some more? Maybe we got a girl around here.
Oh, they ain't gonna get. No, fuck you. Are you crazy, man? You get a goddamn disease you don't want. Trust me. You fucking die.
But Vaughn, educate me. What is this shit you talk about?
Posse Eating Boys.
Are they your friends or enemies? Are they trolls?
They are. The Posse Eating Boys are some Italian individuals that have ties to, let's say, some nefarious groups.
All Italians have ties to the mafia.
Yeah, well, these guys.
Really? That's kind of pigeonholing an entire group, isn't it? You need to fucking shut up. Both of you.
Guys most certainly do, and the trolls like to have fun making fun of these guys, and I said, you guys really ought to not be doing that shit, and they do it anyway, and it'd be a shame if all of a sudden you guys got a knock on your door, or you open up your fucking door and there's a rolled up newspaper on your fucking porch. And you open up the fucking newspaper and there's a fish head inside the goddamn newspaper.
I know a place where there's a lot of hot Spanish girls. Do you like Spanish Latinos?
I don't give
Latinas?
a shit. I don't give a shit.
Oh man,
Was he like me? I don't care.
John, if you
They're
need
so fucking old and ugly. They don't know.
to get laid, Vaughn can gum it. Well, as I
You know what? I see J-Dubs being a big spoon, Vaughn being a little spoon, and J-Dubs cupping one boob. Or moob, if you would. Giving it a cheeky little squeeze every now and then.
be honest with you, as much as I love sex, I will never let Vaughn gum me. Okay, I will never be so fucking horny where
That's right.
I need.
That would be pretty bad.
What the fuck?
To do. Exactly what to do.
Oh my God. Why are we going there? Why? Who cares? If y'all want to engage in the love that dare not speak its name, go right ahead. You know, it's 2025. Be yourselves.
Go spit all that phlegm out of your system, dude. You need to spit all that phlegm out of you. It's the end of the world as we know it.
Oh, fuck, it hurts. Oh, shit.
Vaughn can take care of John. He was an orderly for 14 years. That's correct. I sure can. Ain't nobody going to do shit for me. That's why I got to win the lottery.
Oh my God!
I win the lottery,
Oh
I guarantee you shit's going to happen. Because I'll sue the fuck out of the state of Kentucky.
Jetpack.
We got movement.
We got movement?
We got movement. And they're flashing too.
Oh, let me get that up there.
They're flashing and
Get that up there.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if we can fucking do that.
There
he goes. There's Vaughn's friend.
One of them.
One of them.
Yeah. Oh.
Literally right above us.
Now that's a plane.
That's a plane. Okay, that's a plane.
That is.
Yeah, that's definitely a plane.
That is not.
But where's your buddy?
My buddy is right over our heads.
Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, right above our
Right
heads.
above our heads.
Right above our heads. Holy shit, Vaughn's buddies come. Right above our heads. Vaughn, come over here. Come over here so you don't get the background.
I didn't see shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us the story about when you first met the buddy. What did you do? Did you conjure them up?
J-Dubs, I didn't see shit. If you say you saw something, you're lying. Now, I don't know. Don't feed into his damn delusions.
No, did you pray for them to come, or did they come to you?
No, they showed up, and I saw what I thought was a star.
Yeah.
And Andrea's like, "Hey, there's a star out here, but it's twinkling and moving." And so I'm like, "Okay, I'll go out there and I'll see." Then I went out there and I looked at it. I said, "Andrea, that ain't no." I said, "Andrea, that ain't no star." And she's like, "It ain't a star." I said, "No." And then I said these exact words. I said, "Let me go get my camera." As soon as I said those words, that star went from here way the fuck down there to the end of Crane in about half a second.
Whipped it out.
About half a second. And after that incident, it would hang out over by the ridge, and it would every now and then it would come down and scan the ridge line, I guess for minerals or something. And then if planes or helicopters came by, it would zip back up in the sky and act like a star again. It was funny to watch, because the military would come by, man, and they'd be looking for that son of a bitch. They couldn't find him for shit. It was.
Oh my God. Vaughn, why don't you tell us some of these stories to some of these nice people here in the psych ward?
Hilarious as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching that shit happen.
About the panda. What happened with the panda?
Oh, you don't remember the panda story?
No, I don't. I guess I do kind of, but I kind of don't.
Oh, the panda story is great. The panda story. I was I was sitting there doing graphics for something. I think Red Baron 3D or something, and I was doing graphics for it, and I saw this flash of black and white going by my window over here on the right, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I look out the bay window, and it's a panda, and he's booking it down Crane Creek as fast as he can go. And I'm like, what in the fuck is a panda doing in Kentucky?
Oh, I remember this story now.
Yeah.
This happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah, and so I called the Rangers, and I said, hey man, you're not going to believe this, but there's a fucking
Panda on the loose, yeah.
booking it down Crane Creek Road as fast as he can go. And they come down Crane Creek with this little tiny fucking cage. And I'm like, no, man, you need a bigger cage. And so they go all the way down there, and they came.
I smell bullshit.
Came back with that small cage, and then they went back down again with a much larger cage. And it's like, okay, yeah, we got us a big cage now. So they went down there with the big cage, and I guess they got it. And unbeknownst to me, there's a wildlife preserve right there in Oneida, Kentucky, and they have exotic animals. They got pandas, they got alligators, they've got crocodiles, they've got, any kind of exotic animal you can think of, they've got it. And I didn't even know it existed. I didn't even know that place existed. And it was very surprising to me to see a panda booking it down Crane Creek Road, but I saw it. And so they eventually got him, pinned back up. But that was a hell of a thing to see, man. You don't see shit like that every day.
Did Vaughn catapult a golfer out of the tree back in the day? What is that?
Teleport a golfer?
Yeah, a catapult.
Oh, the gopher. In other words, a groundhog.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, sort of.
What about the guy? Oh, that was the magic. I remember that story. You used magic, and he just fucking blew away.
The groundhog was attacking, and I just put my hands up, and when I put my hands up, he went flying. He went flying. So, yeah, that was funny. That was pretty funny.
That's cool that we got your buddy watching. I hope the buddy helps us win the lotto.
Yeah, hey, you hear that? You need to let me win the lottery, dude.
Y'all are nuts. And no shit like that ever happened. This is another one. If, Liar's pants caught on fire, then, he would be fucked. Just fucked.
I don't think they have any control over that. But they might. Hey, you never know. Who knows what they can do,
Well, that's all I've got for now. I want to thank everybody that came and saw me today. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Well, do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care. And I'll see y'all in the morning for Wake and Bake. Bye. Peace. Hey, Lisa V.